Let me paint a picture. You walk into your coop one morning. The air feels normal. The birds are out scratching. Everything seems fine until you notice it. One hen darts forward. Peck. Another hen jumps back. There's a quick chase. Wings flare. A few sharp clucks. Then silence. Your heart drops. You think, why is she being so aggressive? And if you're new to keeping chickens, that moment can feel uncomfortable, maybe even alarming. But here's the truth that completely changes how you see your flock. What you just witnessed was probably not aggression. It was communication. And today, I want to walk you through something that almost every chicken keeper misunderstands at some point: the pecking order. We're going to talk about what it really is, why it forms, what healthy hierarchy looks like, what unhealthy hierarchy looks like, when to step in, when to step back, and how to build a flock that stays stable long-term. Because once you understand this, your entire relationship with your chickens changes. You stop reacting emotionally. You start observing strategically, and that's when real confidence begins. Let's start with something simple. Chickens are not democratic animals. They do not vote. They do not negotiate. They do not share equally. They operate on hierarchy. In every flock, whether it's 5 birds or 50, there is structure. Someone eats first. Someone roosts highest. Someone moves aside. Someone stands their ground. This ranking system is what we call the pecking order. And here's the key thing most people miss. The pecking order is not designed to create chaos. It's designed to prevent it. Imagine 10 chickens with no hierarchy at all. Every time 2 birds approach the feeder, they'd have to argue over who goes first. Every single time. That would create constant tension. Instead, chickens establish rank once through testing and then maintain it through small reminders. That quick peck, that short chase, that subtle posture shift, those are maintenance behaviors, not war. Maintenance. And when the hierarchy is stable, it actually reduces fighting. It creates predictability, and chickens thrive in predictable systems. Part 2, how the pecking order forms. Now, let's talk about formation. The pecking order doesn't just magically appear. It forms through interaction. When chickens are young, especially as pullets, you'll notice an increase in testing behaviors. They peck more. They posture more. They stare each other down. They challenge. This isn't cruelty. It's assessment. They're asking, where do you fit? And each bird responds differently. Some birds are naturally dominant. They stand taller. They hold eye contact. They step forward. Others are more submissive. They step aside. They lower posture. They avoid confrontation. Neither personality is wrong. But through these interactions, the ranking starts to solidify. Now here's where most flock owners experience stress. Introducing new birds. The moment you add a new chicken, the existing hierarchy shifts. Think of it like dropping a new personality into a small community. Everyone recalculates, and recalculating creates tension. You may see increased pecking, short confrontations, raised hackle feathers, quick sprints across the run, loud vocal corrections. This phase can last a few days, sometimes longer depending on size difference and temperament. The key is intensity. Healthy formation looks like short bursts of testing. Unhealthy formation looks like sustained, targeted attack. And we'll talk about that difference clearly. Let me tell you about 2 flocks. Flock A had 8 hens. They'd been together for over a year. Same routine, same coop, same feed schedule. When you watched them, you saw soft clucking, even spacing, predictable roosting, no frantic movement. The top hen would approach the feeder first. Others waited. No panique, no blood, no fear. That's a stable hierarchy. Now flock B. Same number of birds, but the keeper frequently added and removed hens. Sometimes selling, sometimes isolating for minor issues, sometimes rearranging coop structure. Every few weeks, something changed. When you watched that flock, you saw constant tension, repeated chasing, one hen with missing feathers, noise. The problem wasn't that chickens were mean. The problem was instability. Chickens crave social predictability. When you keep resetting the system, they never fully settle. What healthy pecking order looks like? Let's get specific. A healthy pecking order includes short correction pecks, minimal feather damage, lower ranked hens moving aside without panic, no blood. You may see a dominant hen peck once, just enough to reinforce space. The lower hen steps back, and it ends there. That's communication, not cruelty. You'll also notice patterns. The same birds roost in similar positions nightly. The same bird often takes the prime nesting box. There's predictability. And when predictability exists, egg production tends to remain steady. Because stress is low. Chronic stress is what suppresses laying, not rank itself. When it's not healthy, now we need to draw a clear line. Not all pecking is healthy. Red flags include repeated targeting of the same bird, feather loss in specific areas, back of neck, base of tail. Blood. If a bird cannot eat, drink, or move freely, you intervene. If blood appears, you intervene immediately. Chickens are drawn to red. Blood escalates behavior. But here's something important. Do not confuse hierarchy correction with bullying. If every small peck triggers separation, you may actually prolong instability. Sometimes, stepping back is the wiser move. The difference lies in pattern and intensity. Why removing the dominant hen isn't always the answer. This surprises many keepers. When they see a dominant hen asserting herself, their instinct is to remove her. She's the problem, but often, she's the stabilizer. In many flocks, the top hen maintains order. Remove her suddenly, and the entire hierarchy resets. Now multiple hens compete for top position. Aggression increases. Sometimes it's worse than before. Unless the dominant hen is causing true harm, blood, injury, prolonged attack, removal may create more instability. Hierarchy isn't about niceness. It's about structure. Introducing new chickens without chaos. This is where you build authority as a keeper. Never just drop new birds directly into the flock. Use the see but don't touch method. Separate enclosure within sight. Let them observe each other for at least 1 to 2 weeks. They get used to each other's presence. When you finally integrate, do it at night. Chickens are calmer in darkness. Provide multiple feeders. Create space. Expect pecking. Watch carefully. The first 72 hours matter most. But remember, testing is normal. Sustained targeting is not. The long-term stability model. Stable flocks share common features. Routine, sufficient space, multiple resource points, gradual changes. Chickens handle change best when slow. If you want peace, build predictability. If you want calm behavior, avoid constant restructuring. You don't manage pecks. You manage systems.
The mindset shift. Here's the shift that transforms you from reactive to confident. Stop asking, why are they being mean? Start asking, what is the system doing right now? Hierarchy is not the enemy. It's communication. It's organization. It's structure. When you understand it, you stop panicking at normal behavior, and you intervene only when necessary. That's real authority. Next time you walk into your coop and see a quick peck, pause, observe, ask, is this correction or escalation? Most of the time, it's correction. And when you respect the natural structure of your flock, you'll notice something beautiful. Calm returns faster. Production stabilizes. And you feel less stressed as a keeper. In the next video, we're going to go deeper into one of the biggest hierarchy disruptors, integrating young pullets into an established flock without triggering chaos. Because that's where many systems break down. If this helped you, let me know in the comments. What's the most confusing behavior you've witnessed in your flock? I'll see you in the next one.